Hello, is this recording? Yeah. Hello, my name is Usman Akiemi. So I'm here to present our project, our final year project, which I work together with my some of my friends, with some of my teammates. Uh, so basically, this is the interface of the project. So we come back to So basically, the name of our project is ALXExpert, which just give answers, which is like a support. We can call it a support for ALX. So both for ALX students, for any ALX student or someone who wants to join ALX or who wants to know about ALX, so they can basically come here and ask and answer their doubt and all those stuff. That is what basically the ALXExpert does. So it's an AI tool, AI assistance. So we come back to this interface to definitely ask questions, but let's just let's go to the presentation slide, and go through it and learn more about the project. So basically, the name of the project, as I said, it's ALXExpert, and this is the link to the project. Yeah, so you can the website's link, this one. So and then there is also the GitHub URL, which is the GitHub link to the project. So this is the list of the team members. I myself, Usman Akiemi, and this is my GitHub link. There is also Ensha. There is and this is GitHub link. There is also Peter. This is also his GitHub link. So I basically work on creating the server, configuring the Nginx, the Kinicon, and I also work on creating the model for the project. While Ensha basically work on the front end. So the way the front end looks, it's basically the work of Ensha. While Peter basically work on creating the API endpoint, which communicates between the front end and the model. So what is the description of the project? What is the problem we are trying to solve? So many people are probably like, they are interested in ALX, they want to know more about ALX. And also, like, if you're an ALX student, you probably also want to have you want to know some information, maybe some project support, some insights. For someone that wants to get into ALX, they might be interested in ALX admission processes. So basically, this is an AI tool which actually is able to answer all kind of questions regarding ALX. Even if you are ALX student, ALX, you are interested in joining ALX. So what are the technologies that we use? So these are like the technologies that we use. We basically use Python, for creating the API, for creating the model. Also, we use React for the front end, and TypeScript and React for the front end. For the back end, we use Flask, which is just basically a Python library, and we also use REST API, which we created through the Flask. So what are the AI tools? Because we need so in the model we have to we have to communicate. How do we communicate with all this LLM? If you are using an LLM, so we are basically using open source LLM, which is called Llama. How do we communicate with Llama? How do we get the questions and send it to the LLM? We also add some prompts. How do we create all these workflows? So that is what we that is actually done through LangChain and LangGraph. So this is basically 2G. So the AI model, we use Llama, which is basically an open source LLM created by Meta. We also have Grok. So the idea of Grok is that it makes the LLM inference. So it makes the LLM to work faster, to give answer faster. We use GitHub for the version control. So because our AI tool is able to do Google search, because there are some times that it might not, the LLM does not know the answer, so it's able to use Google search as part of its tool. So we are using Tavily search result API for that. We also have the vector database. So basically, the idea of this vector database is that we have a PDF which has information about ALX. So if we come to the project project database, the project the project on GitHub. You see we have this so we have this information about this is like the PDF. We have this PDF, and we kind of, because LLM cannot understand PDF, so we create some embedding for the LLM. So this is it, and this is basically the Python code which we use for creating the embedding. This is the model which I was talking about, and this is like these are like prompts. So let's go back to the presentation. So we use files for storing the so when you embed this PDF, you have to store it in some vector database. So we use our files. Cloud hosting, we use Azure, and basically this is like our own server. This is the server we created through like Azure. We got it from Azure, Microsoft Azure. Then let's move on. Azure for deployment. So our API integration, so we have to like integrate a lot of APIs together, like say Tavily search. How do we integrate it with our flags, all those kind of stuff. So basically, what is the project architecture? It's very simple and straightforward. So basically, when we have this link, ALXExpert, which is basically the links to our website. So there is this domain names system which actually resolves the ALX to an IP address. So then this is, since our website, the website is able to know which IP address it should find. So it's there's already an Nginx a web server which is actually listening for request from port 80 and port 443 HTTPS and port 84 HTTP. So there is an Nginx listening for that. So when there is a request, the Nginx send the static file which basically display this content, this website front end. From there, so the user can then ask their questions from here. They can ask their questions, then after asking their questions through the API which is created through the flags, the question is sent back to the Nginx, which is also listening like for the API endpoint also. So from there, there's also there's also a request to the Unicorn. Of course, the flags, the Unicorn is the app server which get requests from the Nginx, and then you redirect it to the flags. So the flags call the model. From the model, we also have from the model, the question is being sent to the model. So basically what the model contains basically the prompts. It also can accept the user questions. It also has like this search agent. So because our AI is able to search, and this RAG agent is just the retrieval augmented generation agent. So the idea of this, what this does is that it's able to take the question and send it to the vector database and retrieve some answers from there. It's using some similarity search. So this retrieve answers from the RAG from the vector database. The search answers which is given by Tavily search results from the questions, and then the prompt which we added, and then the user question is then being sent to the LLM, which is the Llama 3. Then the LLM generates the answers and send it back to the user. Basically, this is the LLM workflow. There is this start. The user question comes through it. So this, we are able to generate this picture through land graph. So it's like a graph format. You can basically have like a lot of chains looping back and forth. So there is a start. The user question comes in here. From the user questions, so this is the retrieve order. So the user question is first being passed to this retrieve order is basically the RAG agent. So it's being passed to the vector database. So if you have the question, so what the vector database basically does is that it just, so we have this PDF which we already like embedded. We have this PDF which we embedded into this vector database. So the RAG agent will just come here, try to look for the answer. If the answer is here, so it generates some part of the answer. So if assuming like the person asks about ALX score team, so it generates the answer like from here. Then Then after that, it goes to the website. It also do website to also look for the answers. Then from there, so the retrieve order, the answer from the retrieve order from the RAG agent, the answer from the website, the prompt which we also added. If you look at here, the model, you can see like some of the prompts. You are ALXexpert, the ALX assistance program dedicated to question and answers. So all these things are then being passed to the generate, which basically has the LLM number 3, and then the answer is being generated and then sent back to the user. This is basically the UI interface for application. You can get the link here. This is a process where I said, I asked the question, what is even ALX is about, and this is like the answers which is being generated. I will show you like some of the we can do the parts now. So if we say ALXexpert, it basically comes here. So this is ALXexpert. So I think one of the interesting questions which I always wanted to know is how is so like these are basically like the questions which you can ask the website, like some typical examples of questions. So let's start to talk about the courses offered by, we can see what are the courses offered by ALX. You kind of get it, it comes there, you can enter. So when you do it, so it's look for the answer. So and it generate the answer for you, AI, intelligence, software engineering, front end. So let's see who is the founder of ALX. Yeah, so Fred Sonica is the founder of ALX. So and all these are they are being put here. So you can also like ask, you can also like click on to maybe you want to ask again or something like that. So it's really like an interesting project. We learn a lot about how can you create AI agent. So basically this AI tool is basically doing some search, to get the results, right? So I just want to show my face. Video, okay. What's this? Let me just remove it. I don't know it. I wanted to show my face before. So basically that is like that is the ALXexpert, and then we also have what are these some successes which we are able to get success. We're able to deploy our project and it's working perfectly. We learned about servers, front end LLMs. How can you LLMs? How can you work with LLMs? Prompt engineering, of course, we have to add some lot of prompts. We also learned about the agent and lots more. So what are the challenges faced? Time synchronization, because we are living in different places, and then someone might be busy sometimes, someone might not be busy, and also getting free hosting where we got our free to host our website, all our projects. Then the model accuracy, how can we ensure that the model is not hallucinating, all sorts. Then data privacy and security. In such scenario like this, we have to ensure that there is some data privacy. Yeah. So then future development, what are the future developments we are thinking of adding? Say some AI agent like SQL agent, where it can actually generate some SQL query. We can integrate some database. We can also allow for user registration. We can do a lot of more stuff. And then finally, thank you very much for coming, for listening to our portfolio project, and I hope you give us good grade. Just kidding. Thank you very much. Bye. See you.